Hey, Roswell Community Church, it is Thursday, and this is your pastoral update. Last week I came to you from my backyard. This morning I'm bringing you kind of to the front of my home, so welcome to my home. It is a beautiful day today, so we're going to be able to be outside, hopefully once again, for a little bit of sanity in the midst of our isolation. But I wanted to kind of bring up just a couple things that are on the forefront that are coming. Tomorrow is Good Friday. Believe it or not, that's actually now, and we have this really cool opportunity that we don't want to run to Easter quite yet. We want to linger and take an opportunity to invest in our own hearts in preparation for Easter by engaging in the Good Friday service that we have prepared for our community, for you. That's going to be tomorrow, Friday, at 3, at 6:30, and at 8 p.m. So make sure that one of the most important things is that this is going to be an interactive, engaging, participatory service. So for you, your family, or you as an individual, get ready by making sure you have all the supplies you need. Make sure you download the PDF. There's one for kids. There's two different versions. There's one for kids, and then there is one for adults and families with the grown kids. So make sure you download the right PDF. You have it available, and you can jump in on the live stream at 3, 6:30, and 8 p.m. tomorrow. And all of that is on our main webpage under the Good Friday block. So make sure you go down there. Everything you need is on that main webpage. But Easter is coming, right? And we have Good Friday is going to be a meaningful time of preparation. And then Sunday, we're going to get to celebrate Easter together. And it's going to be awesome. But we don't want to just do it together. We want to do it with other people too. And so we want to seize this opportunity, this unique moment where people who would maybe be more nervous about ever coming to a church on a Sunday can actually be a part of Roswell Community Church by coming online. So I just want to say, like, right now, you can go on Facebook and you can invite them to the event. It's on our main Facebook page. Just invite them and say, hey, if you're interested, this is an event that you could be a part of. Come to church with us on Easter morning. We never get to do that in such a unique way. So seize that opportunity. I was just driving down my driveway right here just yesterday and ran into one of my neighbors and just rolled down the window, checked on them and said, hey, I don't know what you guys are doing for Easter, but join us. And he took down the address of our main webpage, which is where the broadcast will be, and hopefully they'll be joining us on Easter morning. So you can do that too. Be a part of inviting people on this Easter morning. There's never been a better time, and there's never been a time where there's needed more hope and assurance and the joy of the resurrection and its implications for people. So make sure you do that. You can do that right now. By the way, if you're looking back, if you didn't get to have an opportunity to see the Tuesday night webinar, our weekly webinar, we had a couple of healthcare workers on there, some nurses, ER, ICU. It was amazing. It's a really good conversation, really helpful information, but also just a humanizing of the reality of what we're going through here locally. So make sure you check that out. Send it to some friends that might be helpful for them. It was a very real conversation. And then what we're looking at for this coming Tuesday is to go from the outside, the physical, to the inside. We're going to talk to some counselors, some local counselors, about some of just the health, the mental health dynamics that are at play for us. Isolation, depression, fear, a lot of the things that are at play, anxiety. How do you talk to your kids in the midst of all this uncertainty? What does it mean? I think one of the questions we're going to get to talk through is, what does it mean for us as we anticipate re-entering life, and some of the fear, anxiety, or even grieving that might take place during that time. So join us this coming Tuesday. We'll have a mental health webinar that you can be a part of, ask your questions. It's just a really meaningful time. So we've been talking about this now for a week, and the whole idea of us being people who are going to move with generosity in the midst of uncertain times, which is what the church is called to be and do, because of the grace of Christ, because of the power of Jesus. We're going to get to do that through a process we're calling Bailout to Benevolence. And several of you have been asking some questions about that, which I love. And some of the questions have been, okay, so who's participating? What does this look like? And we've got a team already assigned to be able to handle the needs that are coming in, and some have already started to roll in. But we need you. So who gets to participate? Well, by all means, within the next, I believe, 10 days, according to the news, many of us will be receiving the stimulus check if we get it directly into our accounts. Others, it might take a little longer. So if you're receiving a stimulus check, your bailout, you have an opportunity to turn that around into benevolence. But some of those that aren't receiving checks for any reason, you can also participate. And of course, anyone who wants to help and be a part of what it's going to look like to bring buoyancy and help for those that are going to be particularly affected in the weeks and months to come. We're going to need help. It's going to take all of us together to do that. So make sure you have an opportunity to give towards that, to take it, to ask God, what might you have me give in this particular arena, some sacrificial giving towards people that are going to be deeply affected. So make sure you think through that, pray through that. And of course, you can give directly on on the main page of our website, online, through your bill, bank pay. And of course, we're still collecting mail. So if you want to send something through the mail, make sure you do that. Just write on the memo, benevolence or bailout to benevolence. Any of those things will clarify it for us. Last thing I just wanted to say, this is one of the ways we're going to get to love and care for one another and for our neighbor. But this is really exciting. I have this kind of teaser for you. We have this cool opportunity coming up, and I'm not going to say much more about it other than to say you're going to want to mark your calendars for next Saturday, the 18th at 12 p.m. Mark out a block, 12 p.m., and we're going to get to come together and participate together in something very fun, hopefully very unique, very safe, and simultaneously it's going to have a direct impact on our community. So on that little block in your calendar, write down community, give, and go. Community, give, and go, and I'll be talking more about that tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on Easter morning, so that everyone, not only in our community, but you can have a sense of what it looks like to step into that. So I trust that this video and this moment finds you well, finds your heart full, waiting and listening for God, trusting Him, and look forward to seeing you online for Good Friday, and then especially on Easter morning at 10 a.m. You're loved, and I look forward to seeing you soon.